Alrighty, here we are with Legendary Cube again, and I believe it is my turn to choose first.
Yes.
Okay, Blasphemous Act. I actually don't think will be very good because people are not going to be playing a large number of creatures. Moss Diamond is okay removal, not brilliant.
That is not a first pick.
Mikaeus is going to be fairly solid. I mean, if we want to just go big, we can just go Avacyn. Just be like, ugh, I want all my permanents to be indestructible. We could try and go Artefact Shenanigans, go into blue. Or we can go with a card draw. Not a massive fan of Careful Consideration. Kamala's pretty good. Well, Tezzeret the Seeker. Was there much Artefact Shenanigan stuff? It puts us into blue.
I don't think it was that strong, but
well,
I would not have picked that.
That's okay.
Alright, okay, well.
As Kimberly once said to me,
yes, I know.
It's my pick!
I know. Okay,
Alrighty.
Well.
Time is ticking.
Yes, I know. Well, there's Mind's Eye, which is not bad. Hero's Demise I like. Omnath I like. Oh, we've got both Omnaths in the same booster. That is very nice. Now, we saw last time that decks that did go for the big, beefy creatures did quite well. That's a clone.
Also, card draw was good. We saw.
Yeah, I know. You're trying to influence my pick in subtle
ways.
ways.
We've actually got
this
two.
is probably going to be our pick anyway, just because it goes Tezzeret the best. I'm tempted by the Omnaths, but since we're going with artifacts, let's stick with it.
I would have been tempted by the Ugin's Insight as well, but the nice thing about Mind's Eye is it can go in any deck. No matter what we end up being, even if we end up not being blue. Alright. Well, this gets us artifacts.
Enchantments. Oh, you're right, it's an artifact and enchantment.
This is an artifact. Counter target spell.
Cyclonic Rift is just fantastic.
It's actually, yeah, that's good. This is good as well. I don't know how amazing the Overload is because, again, you're fighting fairly small board states.
What are the options in Outpost Siege? Because red's the other colour that does a lot of artifacts, so we might want to bear in mind.
This is situational card draw. It's called. I think the term is impulsive card draw.
Okay.
We could go. I'm gonna think Arcane Denial, to be honest. Yeah, I like the idea of having a counter spell. High Arcanist. I've never seen that card before, I don't think. Use the 2 mouse buttons.
Yes, fine. Okay. At the beginning of your end step, draw 7 cards. Each opponent's maximum hand size is reduced by 7. So basically, they can't draw.
Oh, it's an amazing card. The problem is it's 10 mana.
Well, you never know. So, what does Ith do? Vigilance, tap to untap target attacking creature and prevent all combat damage. Yeah, that's interesting.
Rush of Knowledge is not bad.
Yeah, we've already got card draw already, and I'm going to go for Jinga Taxis just because it's amazing. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else that's really going with our theme, aside from that other card draw thing.
We don't have to... Oh, well, here we go. Thirst for Knowledge is very good. Repeal is very good. Amenary Sphere is fine, but...
Khan is the artifact.
Oh, this worked with artifacts.
That's true.
This guy does work with artifacts. Can turn our artifacts into bigger, beefier things.
You're getting all the boosters I want to pick from. I don't like the ones I've been picking from.
I would have taken Rush of Knowledge in an instant. Alrighty. Repeal is quite good. Thirst for Knowledge. Khan does work. We actually only have one artifact so far, so we're not in an artifact theme by any means. But Khan is probably it's a 4/4 for 5 mana. To be honest, actually no, it doesn't.
Okay.
He's a pacifist, so he actually can't.
Let's see,
Do
what
things
have
well.
we got here? Okay. That mills us as well, so if we were doing some kind of self-mill. That is ramp. That's the instant and sorcery. Oh, that's the fairly new one.
Yeah.
Better with red.
Better with red
But
indeed.
it's still +3/+3. What have we got? More instants and sorceries.
Which I think is a terrible
I'm
theme.
going to go for the artifact. Let's continue with the artifact theme.
Okay. I don't think I want Panoptic Mirror. Could theoretically go Stubborn Denial. Or I could just go Mystic Gate. It's good, but it's like 7 mana. We need ramp. If we're going to be casting a 10 mana dude, where is our ramp? Okay, do you want Glacial Fortress or Mystic Gate? I think I'm going to go Mystic Gate. It comes into play untapped always. We may not end up using it much.
Well, that is some ramp and card draw. Well, it replaces itself anyway, so I'll go with that.
Alrighty. Well, Avacyn came back. Again, it's 8 mana and we do not have the ramp to support this. Bosch is artifact shenanigans, but again, it could be quite
I'd
good.
probably go with that one.
Why not? Let's go all in.
Yeah. Is it artifacts?
It is.
Okay. Well, then, following that logic,
I
Volcanic
honestly-
Island seems like the good pick.
Believe it
here.
or not, that is a good pick. I wonder if Orzhov Signet is worth it, even though it's off colour.
Nah.
Okay. Well, that's the answer. Enlightened Tutor. Hithonia the Cruel is basically a very expensive Wrath. Yeah, I'll go with Enlightened Tutor, in case we end up being Jeskai artifacts.
Which we might do. Never know.
Well, we've got Bosch already. In case, in fact, we don't even. In fact, to play Bosch, we actually only his ability needs red. So, all right, time's running out.
Armillary Sphere.
Yeah,
Or Artillery Sphere.
Noyenda, I think, or maybe no. Noyenda. I don't know if we'll end up playing with it. It is a 4/4 for 5, which is not good, but is okay in this kind of environment, I think. I suspect we don't want it. Ooh,
Oh, well, there we go.
it's even playable. Alrighty, it is your turn to first pick, Kimberly.
Okay. Okay.
Ooh, good stuff all around, actually, for us.
Fence is nice. Targeting changes. You know, colours, but not particularly relevant. Artifact ramp. I'm not a big fan of Pithing Needle. Yeah, this is tough. That is just nice. Fencer is nice balance. We do have quite a few artifacts, so I'm probably going to go with Fencer, I think. We don't have very many creatures, and this is
That is true, our creature count is low. Bearing in mind, if we ever want to cast a 10 mana dude, we need to pick up removal. Sorry,
Right, okay.
acceleration.
Well, we have some.
Well, that was... No, we don't have any.
What?
That's not acceleration. That's not acceleration.
Oh,
That's,
you're right.
That's just card advantage. This is acceleration. Into the Royal is a bounce. This is an enchantment that basically draws us a card every turn.
I think we've got lots of card draw already.
We have 1. 1.
No, we definitely have more than that.
No, that's
yes,
it.
we do.
No, not continual card draw. Well, we have a Wrath here. It's an artifact, it roths, but it roths our stuff too. That's the problem. So it depends if we have... Depends if we're prepared to put out this Oblivion Stone, I suppose, to slow things down while we're trying to ramp up to our giant things. I suspect I like Oblivion Stone. Into the Royal would probably be good. Coalition Relic would probably be good. But I'll go with Oblivion Stone. Very heavy blue so far.
Okay. If we're in Is It colours, then we've got card draw, we've got burn. That's not bad. Okay, that is ramp. It is an artifact.
Yes. Flooded Strand is in our colours as well.
Yes. Well,
or in one of our.
We're not really playing.
It fetches a volcanic
right
island.
yet.
I'll say that. It fetches a volcanic island.
I'm probably going to go Mycosynth Wellspring. I really like Obelisk of Alara. But it is significantly more expensive. So why not the get ramp?
Alrighty, well. Basilisk collar is fine. We're going to need more creatures too. We're only on 5. Nope. Well, we're more or less just blue here. Like, we've got this, but I don't know if we'll play
don't have
it.
much red yet.
We have got 1 white card. This is not even technically red. The Basilisk collar or...
Well, when I say red, I mean things that work with red.
Do we like this? This is slow. This is real slow. This is not a good booster for us. We could go Black Sun Zenith.
It's too black. I mean, you could go Beast Within. I think Beast Within is not bad. If you wanted to go removal in a different colour.
We'll go the Basilisk collar.
Okay. Alright. Well, this is undeniably acceleration.
It is. Simic Signet is also acceleration. That does fix us for colour.
Oh, that's something to ramp into. Salami is nice.
And Temple of Epiphany is in our colours.
It is, but as you say, we're not really going red. I mean, I suspect someone else is drafting it. I'm tempted by that. Or by that. Okay, you're going to hate me, but I'm going to get Kozilek.
Oh, wow. You
made choices at the beginning that I did not like at all. So...
Alrighty, well, this is a terrible booster for us. Absolutely vile. We have so little ramp and so many huge things. Okay. Do we even have discard stuff? We could go Forbidden Alchemy, hope to put a Jin Kataxis into our graveyard and reanimate it. We don't even have a reanimation. I mean, Rhea Dawnbringer is reanimation, but it's like already needs to be reanimated herself. Flooded Grove is fixing, allows us to go a different colour. Ashling, scrap, destroy target artifact, and cycling.
If you're not sure, I would suggest the fixing.
Yeah. Not happy with that booster.
Okay. Well, that's another one of those copying instants and sorceries things. Well, that's ramp.
It is.
It's better than Chromatic Sphere.
Yep.
So, pretty easy choice for this one.
Alright.
March of the Machines, Jonathan.
I think we want
That's
this,
what
definitely.
we want.
Definitely. That's interesting. Legendary Landwalk. That's a genuinely... Because they've got the whole cycle of legendary lands in here. Yeah, otherwise I would possibly go for the Calciform Pools or the Simic Growth Chamber, but March of the Machines all the way.
No arguments there.
Oh!
Oh, we're back at this one.
Stuff came back. Stuff came back that we actually want. Multiple things. It's good because you don't have to because you can force of will it, so to speak.
I guess that's the one you're talking about, right?
We do need ramp.
Okay.
What's our interaction like, I wonder? Well, that's interaction. That's also interaction.
Yeah, if you want to slow people down... Oh, active treason. Okay, I'd go catch. That's if
royal.
we want to go into red.
If the into the royal is kicked, draw
I
a
suppose
card.
we could go into white at this point. And I really thought we'd be in red, but we're really
I like
not.
into the royal for
Yeah.
a bit of interaction.
I'm fine with Into the Royal.
I kind of like catch and release, but into the royal is easier to cast. Ooh!
Okay, so...
Stuff came back again that we want.
Well, we can go Krenko if we want a creature, but I think this is the one you're talking about.
Yeah, we get to Volcanic Island.
Well, I mean, we're really only...
Yeah, exactly.
That's the only red thing.
That means we can run one Volcanic Island and never worry about our red splash. Alrighty. I don't think we want this, I would say. We could go Samaro, Hand of Conda, but I don't think we want that either. Looks like Tasmushu. That one.
Okay, well...
What do we hate?
This actually works with artifacts, you never know.
Actually,
it's a long shot, but I'll take this.
It's a massively long shot, but fair enough. I'll take Rhea over the Coalition victory. And that thing.
That thing.
That thing. Alrighty. Oh, our creature counts dangerously.
Well, here is a red artifact card that is worth.
Indeed,
playing.
That's pretty much the pick.
Teferi, isn't Teferi an artifact-based thing?
Flash,
not.
creatures you
No,
own that are flash. Their instants can be played as sorceries. Citadel's good, but we need Pia.
Yep.
Absolutely, we need Pia. Wouldn't mind the Echo Wellspring, might come back.
Okay, well we're finally in red with artifacts, so that's quite cool. Right, what do we have?
I'll tell you what we need. We need creatures.
I know that. However, there's not really anything that's particularly good, unless we want to go Jeskai. We've got Yosei.
Vendilion Click's actually not bad. It's got some interaction. You can take their nicest card and shuffle it back into their library, sort of thing.
Yeah, you know, you're doing very badly at not offering your opinion until us so far in this game.
Well, sorry.
Sure.
You're offering your opinion.
Not as often, but I'll be nice and take it.
Ooh. I suspect we want a Wrath, but can we splash for white? I suspect we can.
Yeah, when
we want that more
as
than
much in
Rule
white
Signet.
as we are in red, really.
Another 8-mana creature for no apparent reason. Why not?
What do you mean, no apparent reason? It's because they're good.
Wrath of God, I reckon. Easy.
Sure.
Nothing else we want here. Apart from Temple of Enlightenment. I'd like Temple of Enlightenment.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a new artwork for Ryusei, the Falling Star. Quite a nice one, actually.
Tap all creatures without flying. That could actually be quite useful to slow people down.
There's actually a few things
I
here
really
I
like
wouldn't mind
Brago,
having.
but that's for a different deck, really.
Do we have come into play effects?
Spine of Ishtar.
We have come into
is
play
quite
effects.
Nice.
Like a lot of our artifacts have come into play effects and creatures and such, but it's up to you. I'm actually genuinely torn between Spine, Brago, maybe even Valorous Dance or Ryusei. So it's entirely up to you.
I'm not sure either. I think that could be useful. I think that could be useful. And I
Time
think that
running
could be
out.
useful. Look, this has a lower mana cost. We already have high mana casting costs, so I'll go with Brago.
And it's a creature. Okay, well... that could be quite good.
Yes. I like Ray of Command. I like Arcane Sanctum.
But with our mana looking the way it is, I suspect I'm just going to go Arcane Sanctum. This is quite nice, but I don't know if it's very good with what we have. How many things do we have that gain us life and draw us cards?
Well, we have a fair amount of card draw. We don't have any life gain as far as I know. I probably wouldn't go for that one.
Yeah, I'm just going to go with the fixing, I think. I think that's better here.
Okay.
Ooh.
Well. Oh, there's Sig. Hello, Sig. Daxos. Chain reaction. Fixing for color we don't have or want. I mean, that's removal, but if we need creatures, then Daxos makes sense, I think. So let's go for this one.
Yep. That seems fine to me. We didn't end up with the other Honden, did we?
No.
Okay, well.
Mystic Monastery is more fixing.
That's true, actually. It fixes all three of our colours. Kind of tempted by the Hero's Blade, but I don't know
that's the other one.
we're just not creature heavy enough, I think. It is an artifact, but we need to be a bit more aggressive to leverage Hero's Blade, I think. I'd rather just go with consistency.
Okay. Trading Post. My favourite goat generator.
Of all the goat generators, this is my favourite one.
Yeah, it's a pretty reliable goat generator. It even works with, we can sacrifice artifacts to draw cards, so I think that's a good pick.
Alrighty. Well,
Sky Diamond came back.
I suspect this. Oh.
Well, Sky Diamond's ramp, and it's also in our colours.
I think we need the Sky Diamond
As an artifact.
more than we need. It makes me sad to see both the Ichor Wellspring and the Seaside Citadel disappear, but I suspect we need the Sky Diamond more than anything else.
Oh, well.
What do we
Not
hate?
Particularly helpful.
We do actually have one creature that's in our colours, actually.
Yeah, I know. That makes sense to pick, I think. So I'm going to pick it. For no other reason than it was in the correct colours.
Megator. I don't know if I like that.
It's a hefty price to pay. For
Hero's Podium, I don't think we'll play. I don't think we want any of this, to be honest. Maybe even
wait. What's the second ability of the Scry?
Oh, it gets us a card, but it's real slow. We'll go Hero's Podium. It's an artifact. Doing artifacts.
Oh, they both came back.
That's a tough decision, actually. I must admit.
It is.
I'm kind of torn between both of those.
Well, we have a million artifacts, so
I suspect
I'll get us a nice big flying creature because I don't think we have any. So here is our token big flying creature.
Yeah, I suspect you're right. Well, I don't think we want a Tithe. They go into your hand. The planes. So I'll get an Elhamrat's Archive, which I don't think we'll need. Elhamrat's Archive.
I may as well get the legendary land.
There we go. Recoup. Alrighty. So, should be interesting.
Yeah, I have honestly absolutely no idea how this will do.
Yeah, neither do I. This could be very curious indeed. Well, we need to drop the recoup immediately.
Agreed.
We have not actually. Are all our things on colour?
Okay, so we need to cull 11.
Yeah. Well, we instantly drop Elhamrat's Archive and Noyan Dar.
Agreed. What about Tatsumasa? It's very slow.
Let's have a look at our mana. We have... No, that's not acceleration. We have... Oh, let's ditch Hero's Podium as well. No, oh yeah. We have... That's not acceleration either. Is this all we ended up with, acceleration? Yeah? That's all the acceleration we ended up with. Sky Diamond, Stable
So
obelisk.
why isn't
It's already a
prophetic prism
signet.
acceleration? And why
Because
isn't armillary sphere acceleration?
that doesn't
Oh
give
no,
you
you're
net
right
gain
about
of
that
mana.
one. So what about armillary sphere?
Armillary sphere puts the land into your hand, so it's card advantage
Okay,
and fixing.
okay, makes sense.
What
What about terrarium? Oh no, it is fixing because we have to pay 2.
It's
I
fixing.
see.
It's fixing. And if we have other ways of sacrificing it, like we sacrifice it to a Bosch.
Well, look, we can
still
probably
draw
get
the
rid
card.
of a couple of these ones that fix things then, because I don't think we'll need all of them.
Possible.
I'd probably keep armillary sphere out of those 3.
But these both, out of these 2, is this indestructible? No, it's not. So when we cast this, even if it gets countered, we draw the 4 cards. If it hangs around, it's an Annihilator 4. In fact, well, how many more cards? Well, that's a massive Dragon's Fan. Yeah, this doesn't really do anything for ages.
Agreed.
Venture is fine. It's basically a counterspell. That's fine. That's a maybe. That's a maybe. Let's move the maybes. I expect we have to keep them just because they're creatures. Daxos is fine. Vendilic is fine. Tensor is not great. Tensor.
I'm happy to get rid of that.
It'd be kind of nice to have at least one artifact to make Daxos big. But even then, someone could. There's a lot of removal in this format, I think. How many things turn Stubborn Denial on? We need something 4 or greater. So we need.
We have 4 things, I think.
We do not have enough.
Actually, 5 things.
We do not have enough to justify the Stubborn Denial. Maybe we lose the Basilisk collar.
I'd probably rather have the Tensor than the Basilisk collar.
Yeah, makes things bigger. Could be quite nice on Tajic. Alrighty.
I don't know if Tajic is the right one
I
to
suspect.
include in this.
Well.
Oh, actually, no, because it is still indestructible, I suppose, so that works.
Yeah, that's fine. I think these ones are all fine. This will just smooth our deck over, and it'll allow us to run 17 lands instead of 18. These are all good. That's good, that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. Well, I suspect we have to lose these 2. We can't reliably hit 10 mana. It's just like a lot.
Okay, fine. That makes me very sad.
Well,
Even if we could just keep one of them.
well, look.
Well, look, if we're not keeping those, should we get rid of the ramp as well?
We're still casting things for 8 mana. And if we're drawing enough cards, we'll have stuff to do with our mana. Maybe we ditch the Brago. What do you think in terms of what we should lose? I think Tajic.
If it wasn't for the indestructible, I'd say lose
Yeah,
Tajic.
he's just a nice blocker. You can just block stuff forever, and we're gonna need to block early game.
The Brago, what has the... I suppose the... yes, them.
Yeah.
That it works with them.
What has come into play effects?
And Venser, I think, has a come into play effect.
Yes.
Okay, so it does work with those. Does
this-
Khan have a
put it
come into
into
play
a
effect?
graveyard.
Can you click on Khan for me?
No. No,
No,
come into
okay.
play effect. Prophetic Prism. Enters the battlefield. Well,
I think we can probably safely get rid of at least one of the fixes. We do have...
maybe we should get rid of their cyclers. these
Sure.
things.
I'm okay with that.
Like, we'll get rid of Terrarion, and did we have one more? Yeah, we had Prophetic Prison. But I actually quite like that, because if we manage to Brago it, it draws us another card.
That's true.
Okay.
Well, we've only got one more call to make.
Yes. What do we lose? Sacrifice a creature to return artifact card from your graveyard to your hand. That's pretty good.
That works well for us.
Especially if we can peer and Kirin Nala.
Besides, it makes goat tokens. Who wouldn't want something that makes a potentially infinite supply of goat tokens?
Of course. And we can untap it with Tezzeret, which is pretty nice. I think we do want Oblivion Stone. We want these. We want this. We want
Oblivion
this.
Stone is very slow, actually.
But it's the wrath of everything. I mean, you play it, and then basically your opponent's really severely. Okay.
But it hurts us, except for unless we put fake counters.
The danger is that it does destroy all of our artifacts as well. It depends how many artifacts we think we're going to have out before we.
I'm suspecting we're going to have quite a lot. That would be high up on my list of things to
Well,
help.
we can side it in. We've got a Wrath of God.
We do.
Sort by converted mana cost. Well, yeah, the plan is to skip 3. Skip the 3rd mana, put it into into 4, sorry. Okay, well, that's our 23. Not that. Off you go. Alrighty. Volcanic Island. Yeah, I think we want that. First strike is nice. That is fine. That is fine. That is fine. Alright. Do we have anything that gets basic lands? Yes, we want maybe one.
One of each.
One mountain, I think. Down, down, up, up, add. With Piran, it could be risky. But
You sure you don't want more red? Because we have similar ratios of red to white. And
well,
you put a lot more white in than you have red. Plus we've got the Azorius Signet, which creates white as well.
that's true.
So
we have
put at least one more mountain in
we
there.
have 7 things that can fetch us red mana. Possibly we do want more red. Let's have a look at how much blue we already have. Do we have tons of blue?
I'd say so.
How much white do we need?
Similar to how much red we have. I mean, we have, I think, just very slightly more white than red, but it's only
Alright,
very
let's ditch
slight.
1 plains for 1 mountain. Oh, what just happened there? Did I not get the plains out properly? 2 mountains. That'll do, I think. Submit deck. Alrighty guys, we shall see you in game 1.